In Chapter 3, they talk about Erikson's stage of personal and social development. As people grow, they face a series of psychological crises that shape their personality, according to Erikson. Each crisis focuses on a particular aspect of their personality and involves the person's relationship with other people. The first stage is trust versus mistrust. In this stage, your birth age to 18 months. The infants look to their mother or maternal figure to provide the foundation of food and affection. If the mother figure does not provide proper affection, the child can feel neglected, and this can affect them throughout their life, feeling unwanted. If they do feel affectionate, then this is a positive in their life. The second stage, ages 18 months to 3 years, is a stage of autonomy versus doubt. In this stage, you have basically the terrible twos everyone is aware of. The 2-year-olds, they want to establish independence and trustworthiness. So that sometimes clashes with the parents and their wanting for their children. The parents who are flexible enough to permit their children to explore freely and to do for themselves, while at the same providing a guiding hand, those parents encourage the establishment of sense of independence. Parents who are overly restrictive and harsh give their children a sense of powerlessness and incompetence, which can lead to shame and doubt of one's abilities. The third stage is initiative and guilt. In this stage, your age is between 3 and 6. During this period, the children continually monitoring motor skills and language skills to permit them to be increasingly aggressive and vigorous in the exploration of both social and physical environment. They want to run, jump, and play and throw, and if you severely punish the children at their attempts to get to know themselves, they kind of feel guilty about their natural urges, both during this stage and later in life. This can hinder their ability to be physical and social. They might not want to do sports because they might do it wrong and get yelled at. The fourth stage is industrial versus inferiority. In this stage, the children are 6 to 12 years old. They are just now starting school. They rely on their peers and their teachers for support, especially academic support and social support. They rely less on their parents because they are seeing their teacher and their peers more than their parents than they used to when they were younger. They are trying to get their self-image. They want to be successful, and if they don't feel successful, this could lead to a depression type. The next stage is identity versus role confusion. They want to know, who am I? They ask this daily. To answer this, adolescents increasingly turn away from their parents and towards their peers. They rapidly change their psychological development, coupled with the pressure to make decisions about their future in education and career. This creates a need to question and redefine their psychological identity, which was established earlier in their stages. Adolescents at this time, they change. Teenagers experiment with various sexual, occupational, and educational roles as they try to find out who they are and who they can be. This is also called ego identity. The sixth stage is intimacy versus isolation. In this stage, young people who know who they are and who are going to be, they start to share their life with one another. The young adults in this They're ready for new relationships of trust and intimacy with another individual. They seek out sexual partners, friendships, and competition and cooperation. This relationship should enhance the identity of both partners without stiffening the growth of each other. The young adults that do not seek out such intimacy or whose retreat to isolation. The next stage is generosity versus self-absorption. In this stage, they start to establish and guiding to the next generation. Typically, people have thoughts of raising their own children and teaching others, and they want to continue to grow. If they do not have this urge, they are still isolated, and they lack self-absorption and self-indulgences. The 8th stage on this is despair versus integrity. Like a midlife crisis, basically. They look back over their lifetime and resolve to find their final identity. They start to regret what they have and have not done, and start thinking about what they want to do before they die, and to really get to be themselves, who they really want to be as an adult.